bike, Junior?
This kid was coming out of his driveway on a scooter, and I ran into him.
Well, Junior, you gotta watch where you're going. How could you run into a thing like a scooter?
Well, it was like the time that you ran into the side of a truck.
Well, that was different. The truck sneaked up on me.
How could it sneak up on you? It was loaded with chickens, and the chickens were cackling.
I couldn't hear them. Your mother was talking.
Yes, it's William Bendix in The Life of Riley. With Marjorie Reynolds as Peg, George O'Hanlon as Dudley, Lou Jean Sanders as Babs, and Wesley Morgan as Junior. Produced by Tom McKnight. And directed by Abby Berlin.
Good morning, Mr. White. Good morning, Junior. And how is everybody this beautiful, beautiful day?
Hello, Mr. Binney.
Hiya, Waldo.
Mother Nature has left me ecstatic, speechless, and bubbling over.
Well, why don't you take a couple of spoonfuls of bicarb?
As I walked over here, a huge crocus lifted up her head and smiled at me.
I gotta do my homework. I'll see you later.
Then, as I continued on my merry way, a black-eyed Susan winked at me and puckered up her petals.
Oh, this is sickening.
Mr. Riley, don't you know what it means when a man speaks of a whole world full of flowers?
Hay fever?
It means he's in love. Wonderful, thrilling, rapturous love. L-O-V-E.
I know how to spell it.
Her name, Mr. Riley, is Millicent Fenton, and she's the most heavenly creature who ever walked.
Yes? Where'd you meet her?
Riding on the bus.
Oh, you mean you flirted with her?
Mr. Riley, the bus went around a sharp curve, see, and I landed in her lap.
Oh, well, that is kind of romantic at that.
On the contrary, she was knitting at the time. I have to go now, Mr. Riley. I'm composing a tone poem about Millicent's eyelashes.
Must have sprung a sprocket.
Mr. Riley, that was very unkind.
I'm talking about the bike, Waldo.
Oh.
Mr. Riley?
Yes?
I'm Mrs. Lindsay, Waldo Binney's sister.
Oh, Waldo, Binney's sister.
And this is my son, Drake.
Well, I'm very pleased to meet you. Oh, won't you come in? Oh, this is my wife, Peg, and my daughter, Babs.
How do you do? I was wondering if you know where my brother is. I stopped by his house, but he isn't there.
Well, he was here a few minutes ago. He said he was going right home.
Oh, dear, I have to go to San Diego this weekend. I was planning to leave Drake with Waldo.
Oh? Well, that's simple. Why don't you just leave the little fella here, and then when Waldo gets home, I'll see...
Riley, maybe Waldo will be home in a few minutes.
Well, I know, but there's no use holding up his sister. I'll tell you what you do. You go right ahead, and I'll see that the little fella gets delivered.
Oh, thank you so much. Mustn't climb on the furniture in your heavy shoes, dear. You might fall down and hurt yourself.
Okay, Mom.
So nice meeting you folks.
Mrs.
Thank
Lindsay,
you very much.
on second thought, maybe
Goodbye.
you better take...
Go on, Mom. When do we eat?
Eat? We just got through eating.
I didn't. I'm hungry.
Oh. Well, maybe Auntie Peg can find you a cookie.
Hasn't she got any cake? Come on, I'll see what I can find. I don't like girls. Come on.
As soon as Waldo gets back, I'll take his nephew right over. He seems like a nice kid.
I want a piece of cake.
When you get to know him. I think I better go out to the garage and finish fixing Junior's bike. You get to know him. Waldo, what are you doing here?
most frightening thing happened.
Your girl proposed to you.
So, see, I was out in my backyard talking to one of my petunias, see?
Yeah, I know. Then the little man in the white coat came along and...
No.
No?
I heard somebody at the front of my house, see, and I peeked around, and it was my sister and her little boy.
Oh. Oh, Waldo. That reminds me. Come on in the house.
Oh, I better explain. See, my sister's little boy is a regular monster, and I just knew she wanted me to take care of him for the weekend.
Yeah, well?
I just couldn't, Mr. Ryan. Oh, I'd taken care of him before, and I was a total wreck before it was through.
Look, there's something
I'm
that I
hungry.
want to...
I'm thirsty. Give me this. Give me that. The way he carried on.
Waldo.
Oh, I'm so thankful I escaped and found asylum in your garage.
Look, Waldo, pull up that sawhorse. I want to have a little talk with you. Petunia to Petunia. I mean, man to man. Go ahead. Waldo.
Yes?
A little while ago, you told me that you had a girlfriend.
A vision of loveliness.
Well, it's possible that someday you and her might want to get married.
Very possible.
Uh-huh. And then you might want to raise a family.
Imagine a little Waldo Jr. I can just see it now. He'll look just like me.
Well, you got to take what comes along. But, Waldo, what I was trying to say was that now would be a good time for you to start getting used to children.
I'm very fond of children.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that. Waldo, look.
All except my sister's little boy.
Waldo.
Mr. Riley, are you trying to tell me something?
Yes.
Oh, hi. Hi, Uncle Waldo.
Drake, it's you.
Yeah, your favorite nephew. Want a bite?
Sorry, Waldo. I didn't know what I was getting you into.
I would rather just not talk about it.
Yeah, I know. Where is he now?